What's going on, B1 family? It's your boy Big Vic. Welcome back to My Black Universe. I'm taking time off because I want to get some other things done. There's a lot I had to get done. I'm in the garage, so you might hear a lot of ambient sounds. This is where I get my best lighting. I was going to take more time off, but then I came across a clip that made me say, oh, hell no. We got to get back in the fray. We got to keep the family up to date. Because it looks like Mr. 19 Keys is the next in line for treachery. But before we get to that, we got Tendernism. We got the full update. We got all the information, all the facts from multiple sources to bring you up to speed of what's going on, and you'll be happy to know he's going to be all right. Then we got some of the chaos that's going on in these TikTok streets, a little bit of IG, and man, it's been going down. We got more Caribbeans checking Caribbeans. Oh, it's been a lot. It's been almost overwhelming how much information, how much stuff I come across, but we're going to tackle it. This is going to be a long one. Buckle up. I ain't going to say that. Nah, somebody else say that. I ain't saying that shit. Since I currently reside in Memphis, hey, man, say, man. Shout out to attorney Kenneth L. Harris. This is what should be done with our legal class. Our legal class should see something that's happening, do something preemptively, and show the B1 community, hey, we're not only competent, man. We don't everything. We ain't always gotta get dime. You know, granted, they're in that profession to make money, but show us that you actually care about the community. Because too many lawyers with melanin have done some real janky stuff. My dad was a victim of Timmy White in Fort Worth and DFW. Still can't find this man. I don't know what he looked like, but my dad had a case, and he should have got millions, honestly. This dude sold my father out because the law firm, they had powerhouse attorneys. Hey, basically they came to him, like, we're going to give you some of our clients, just kind of make this go away. My dad had 2 herniated discs, had a gash at the top of his head because of negligence. And I can go to that story a different time. I think I've done it before. And he got my dad like $4,000. He couldn't work no more. Couldn't work in his profession. My dad was a licensed plumber. Licensed plumber in the state of Texas. And he got my dad $4,000. My dad had been out of work already for like 6 months. This is the 90s. Mid to late 90s. My dad retried it with another legal company that had a Jewish lawyer, which the small hats. And they was able to get, because it's a retrial, you can't get that big bag. You can't get what you really owe. So they was able to get him $40,000, which helped us get back in the black. But when lawyers are doing stuff like this, we love and appreciate it. And then now we can say, all right, cool, you willing to do that? All right, brother, let's do business. I got this issue. Let me pay your attorney fee, your retainer, or whatever. Let's move forward. We have to reward this type of behavior. That way, going forward, other black lawyers that are competent, they can see, okay, yeah, the family will get behind me. I can go be a powerhouse attorney at this, and be a partner and all this stuff. But if you're useless in your community, So shout out to Mr. Harris. Shout out to Tendernism. As you saw it, as you read, They're still a little bit in limbo because the dominant society is not gonna let this go. But yeah, they have a reason, and here's why.
Hey y'all, come look at this.
All right, let's see. What do you got, Butch? Right. Cool.
What the fuck? Destination Smokehouse over there making Chili's baby back ribs. This the definition of falling the fuck off right here, boy. He done pulled that toothpick at them Applebee ribs.
You guys are cooking ribs like you're trying to win an award.
I don't know what award y'all trying to win. I can tell you this, they done lost that goddamn award. Y'all motherfuckers might not even deserve a participation certificate.
I love it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that.
Boy, this shit boring as hell. He over there finger fucking the ribs. Them some bitches ain't got no personality. Don't they understand that's part of the whole flavor thing? Y'all niggas dry, the ribs dry.
What are you looking for right now, sir?
I'm looking for tendernism.
So are we. All we see is bullshitnism, crackernism, a whole lot of undeliciousness. I'd rather get my ribs from
Chililings, where we make food for the whole family. Your family, not mine.
Shout out to our brother Po Folk. Make sure y'all go support that brother. He's recently revealed that he does have cancer, and you know, he's fighting that. So make sure you show him some love, support. He does have merch. If you just want to get a shirt or something, you know what I'm saying? He got the chitterling. Chitterlings. We make food for the whole family. That brother's hilarious. Make sure we show him some love and support while he's going through his trying times, but he's still putting on for the B1 family.
Unc just personally catered to Ron Isley at his house. And the only thing that makes me happier than that is knowing Destination Smokehouse is about to plummet. Do you hear me, Destination Smokehouse? It is over with for you. The only reason anybody ever went to that restaurant in the first place, it was not for some barbecue. Yes, tendernism is gonna fall off the bone, but you went there for the dude who was gonna say tenderness. Not for you doing your goofy dance, for anything else. It was all so we could see Unc and have him say tenderness, or at least watch him do a video with somebody where he's doing it. Now the recipe for the food is gone, and he gonna be doing personal catering for a bunch of different people. He gonna open that restaurant, and that's if it's not open already. Which reminds me, he could finally get away from the people who kept saying for whatever reason that he was still working for them. He said it. He's not working for Destination no more. He's solo dolo. And I'm happy for him, man. I really am. Unc, although it took you a long time, I'm happy that you made it, man. Happy that you made it. Oh, and grown man, by the way. Don't believe me? Watch this. Unc, you should trademark tenderism, because everybody kept calling it that anyway. Just like that, you good.
And there are clips of Unc Tendernism at with Ron Isley and his wife catering for them. I don't think he has his own brick and mortar yet. I heard Cartel Bo supposedly he had bought a building in Houston. I don't know where he's located, so I can't give you a precise location to go support him at. But it looks like he is on IG, he is on TikTok. So if you want to reach out to him that way, you can most definitely do it. And then see about getting catered.
Hello, you dining in, my friend, or to go?
Dining in.
How many?
Just one.
Oh, just you? Then I got a single. Ma'am?
You're good?
I gotta make sure I got your seat. I'm sorry, sir. You got a seat for a single? Yeah. Okay, cool. He'll let you know where you're gonna sit.
They might as well put them on J. Cole's The Fall Off, because this is the very definition of ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Quit playing with us. We're starting to get away from that. Well, we need white folk to do it. I need a whole bunch of money to do it. Now just start doing it. It's gonna reach its audience. It takes us a little bit longer, because they've been giving money to all these illegals. They've been giving it to Somalis. They've been scamming billions of dollars, and Nigerians and everybody else. But once we catch on, we take off. But shout out to Unc Tendernism. You know what I'm saying? May he see the highest heights. You know what I'm saying? He's an older brother. We want him to be able to go as far as he can go. You know what I'm saying? We have sacrificed so much as a people, giving everybody else a leg up, being the footstool for everyone else. Damn that. All right, it's our turn. It's our time. And once we get into positions that we need to be in, the world will autocorrect. I promise you that. Now, some of you also know what's going on in California with the Marathon Burger. There's a lot of information going around, a lot of people talking about it. I'm going to let these brothers say what they have to say. And one thing we got to get straight is, because I'm not a part of that type of culture, right? I'm not a part of the gang culture. I understand it, and I have healthy respect for it, because if you grew up in that, it is what it is, you know. Memphis has its culture. Houston has its culture. Dallas has its culture. West Coast, you know, Long Beach to LA to Compton and all Watts in between, they all have their cultures and how they move. And what I see to be the basis of all of it is a healthy level of respect. When you have an event going on where folk can come up there and they can parlay and kick it and support, and you want to come and try to jump out the window and be rah-rah, I'm just going to say it like this, man. I know better. If this is an event where everybody can come and be cool, and you want to be the one to act the fool, it's probably not going to go the way you want.
A young Crip by the name of 80 Burger Murder went to the Marathon Burger opening. He walked in, he started tripping on everybody. He was set tripping, man. He was calling out all the SAs, the Pyrus, the Grove Streets, everybody. Grape Street, he was getting on everybody. He even got on the other Crips. And he was a Crip himself. Now 80 Burger was in there set tripping, and all of his ops went up to Black Sam and said, hey man, we'd rather not crash out on 80 Burger in your fine black establishment, but that might happen if he keeps, you know, talking bad about us. So Black Sam walked up to 80 Burger, the Crip, and he said, hey man, could you just, you know, go across the street with all of this antagonizing violence? And 80 Burger said, yeah, I'll walk across the street if you can give me 80 burgers and some waffle fries. Black Sam quickly just gave him the burgers and the waffle fries, and he had the security escort him to the other side of the street. Now, as soon as 80 Burger's toe crossed the sidewalk on the other side of the street, all the ops, Grove Street, and everybody else came up and just boom, boom, bam, bam, uppercut, bam. 80 Burger fell on the ground. He was rolling around. He was like, ow, my eyes, my dreads. Ow. 80 Burger, the Crip got mad, and he took out a gun and started fa 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 fa. Now he made a mistake thinking he was the only one with a gun. He was wrong, man. All his ops just gunned him down immediately. Bam, wham, bazookas, Berettas, everything, man. They tore 80 Burger up. 80 Burger's gone. R.I.P. He's up there with Jesus, Crip Jesus, you know, because there's a Jesus for everybody. Whatever Jesus you believe in is the Jesus you see in heaven. So he saw Crip Jesus.
Here's what led up to somebody getting shot and killed at Nipsey Hussle's Marathon Burger grand opening today. So everybody is there, celebrities, fans. It's a family-friendly event until this one gang member showed up. He's a little turned-up Crip from the 80s in Long Beach, because this is a Long Beach grand opening. He showed up and he starts dissing all the enemies that walk in. He starts tripping. He really started gangbanging, right? He's calling them out their names. He's throwing up derogatories like gang signs. He's just wilding out. The enemies realized they outnumber him by a lot. They could easily crash him and get him out of there. But they went to Black Sam because they didn't really want to mess up the event. So they go over to Black Sam and they tell Black Sam, hey, this dude is being disrespectful. He's dissing, he's violating. Get him out of here because we don't want to crash him. While they talking to Black Sam, the little turned up 80 Crip got 3 homies who walk in. Now they with him. So now it's 4 80 Crips in there and hella enemies. Black Sam people's going on, so then Black Sam rally up his crew, and they walk over to the 80s and tell the 80s, hey, listen, we gonna escort y'all to safety, but y'all gotta go. They agree. Black Sam and his crew is escorting the 80s off the premises of the Marathon Burger. The 80s is under the assumption we getting escorted to safety. We getting escorted to our cars. Black Sam is under the assumption of y'all getting off my premises. That's it. So once they walked them across the premises of the Marathon Burger, as soon as the 80s toes crossed the line and crossed from Marathon Burger, they got blitzed. All the enemies blitzed them. It's like 6-1. I'll be real, bro. It's like four 80s and probably like 30 or 40 enemies, man. So they squabbling. So one of the 80s pull out a gun and they start shooting. But they didn't stop making guns when they made y'all's, man. The enemies had guns too. They pulled out their pistol. A gunfight happening. Bystanders getting hit. Somebody who's with Black Sam got shot in the leg. Two of the enemies got hit too. But the person who suffered the worst was one of the 80 Crips. He got shot and killed.
Now, my B1 family is on the West Coast. You can probably add some clarity from your vantage point on what really happened. Or, you know, we do know that there were shots being fired. That's, of course, the part they promote. I'm going to say this, man. I get, you know, gang culture, like, you know what I'm saying, you tripping. Hey, it's a thing. But that's time and place for everything, man. Family friendly. Your nephew could be up there. Your niece could be up there. You want somebody else tripping while your people's up there trying to get some food, something positive in the community? That's a time and place for everything, man. Sometimes just, hey, man, we're going to stall them out. And I know that term. I'm a nerd. I'm square as it can be. But just stall them out. This is not the spot. There's got to be certain places where it's like, this ain't the spot, man. We ain't doing that here. Now, once they get over here, do what you do. But there's got to be a time and place for everything, all right? We 2026, they got to go. They got to go, all right? There's too many black-owned businesses that are being targeted because things like this happen. And they say, oh, with a nuisance junction, we finna shut you down. We got to stop letting it happen. We need the OGs to sit down with the youngins, chop it up, good game, and let's get that money. All right, and whatever happens in certain areas, do what it do. But there's certain places should be off limits.
Calling FBA to the front, to the front, to the front, to the front. Another Black American man has been hung. Let's see, 21-year-old. Oh man, very young. College. Wow. Who was missing? Was discovered hanging. Yeah. So, where y'all at? Y'all control America? Because if y'all control America, answer to me, why does FBA keep popping up hanging in trees? This is not the first black man who has been found hung.
You are so sick and twisted that you would do anything to bring harm to Black Americans or post anything that brings harm to Black Americans.
Shout out to our brother Alfonso, but let me interject. That whole blonde hair, super tacky nails, I can't. That shit ain't been hot with sisters since the 90s. So you know, you most definitely know she ain't one of us. Cause what? Click, clack, clack. That shit annoying. Sister stopped doing that a long time ago. So she most definitely ain't one of us. But I'm gonna let our brother continue because he gonna cook.
And what happened to Kyle Basinga is very unfortunate. However, if you would have done your research, you would understand that that young man is not a Black American. He is African, right? And we as Black Americans still have empathy, right? And we have advocated for that man. However, his friends and family say that this was a suicide and he was battling his mental health, right? So once again, that man is not Black American, but you hate us so bad that you try to use that against us. That shows your character and the type of person you are. And the internet is forever. The digital footprint is forever. How is that for intelligence?
Y'all are pussy. Okay? The intelligence level in the FBA community is not as high as y'all want to say it is. It's really fucking not.
Looking like a bopper, looking like a tackhead hoe. Family, we gotta get the rest of them out of here. I'm sorry, we know there's some riders Haitians that ain't on this type of BS. But y'all cousins and them gotta go. ASAP. They gotta go. Cause this shit, they gotta go. Don't care, don't give a damn, they gotta go.
I don't care if you know where your mum was from. I don't care if you know where your dad is from. You're African. If you're black, you're African. I'm sorry. That's same with like Jamaicans as well and Caribbeans. You guys are African. Get through your head, you're African. Sorry, guys.
No, but she's not lying though.
She's not lying.
Yeah.
You ain't lying. If your skin color's black, you're African. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys.
Keep telling yourself that. We're not. Ethnogenesis. I've seen it and everybody notices it. If you Haitian, cool, you Haitian. You Jamaican, cool, you Jamaican. You from St. Thomas, St. Kitts, you from anywhere that's in the islands, they don't say, you Guyanese, they don't say nothing. Panamanian, they don't say nothing. Hey man, I'm Black American, I'm Foundation Black American. That's no, you gotta be African. Fuck you. Disrespectfully, of course. And we leave it there.
Now, we've got some real breaking news on our hands today. In the case of Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf, the tapes that were retrieved from the school who was hosting the track meet on that day have officially been made public, well, at least to law enforcement. And I'm going to start by saying this. I know why they're hiding these tapes from the public. I know why they don't want them to be seen by us, which I believe is a violation of, at the very least, our right to know. The reason why they are hiding these tapes is because what is on them basically tells us exactly what we've been saying this entire time, which is the fact that this is not a case about self-defense and a young man who did something he had to do in order to survive. As a matter of fact, and this is according to multiple sources, what is seen on that tape is that Carmelo was the instigator and the initiator. There was no formal altercation, no sort of back and forth. There was no bullying. What is seen is exactly what you and I know. This guy took this young man's life. Really that simple.
You silly ass Tether. If this was a video showing that he started it and he was the cause of it, they would have been put it out. Anytime they got us looking crazy or something that we did, hey, yeah, you did pull a gun, they put the video out ASAP. The reason why they're holding on to the video is because more than likely, 99 times out of 10, it shows they came up to him, they tried to rough him up, they was putting hands on him, and he defended himself. If he just killed that young dude, if he killed a white person, black folk don't get no protections for killing a white person. Huh? If this video showed that he actually stabbed that boy with no provocation, and if they can't doctor up the video to show that he stabbed that white boy with no provocation, they finna hold on to it because they like, dang, how do we? Because right now, all we got is I'm white and I say so. So you tether ass some bitch. We need you deported too.
As a black American, as the FBA, talking about immigrants and tethers all day will not change the reality that we in America. We need to stop going back and forth with immigrants. If you want to move up in America, do you see what's going on? Like, do you see what's going on? Why are we focusing so much attention on immigrants? Bro, we need to be infiltrating and getting in higher positions. America is still America. And the more power that we have against the real oppressor, the more we can control things that happen. Stop talking about immigrants all day and talk about the real threat.
You are a part of the real enemy. You're the buffer for the real enemy. You are the go-between for the real enemy. So we got to get you about the paint. We got to move y'all out the way. Then we can deal with them. Because see, we've been having to deal with them and y'all. But once we get rid of y'all, we only have to deal with them. Simple. We're doing subtraction. Okay? Simple math. Keep it simple, stupid.
I'm gonna ask the FBA community this, right? Why, when
Shout out to our brother Petty. The California homie, you know what I'm saying? And you know his petty. He's petty above all, and above all is petty.
Now, here's the thing. The prompt is why it is on the screen. So why are you coming through to tell me as a non-Jamaican what you think Jamaicans think? Because you're married to a Jamaican. I don't care. It's the same reason. Hold on. It's the same reason that the man who made Jafaican taking the piss with Jamaicans, wants to tell us that he's got a half Jamaican child and he goes to Jamaica. So, I don't care. Like, you're not going to disrespect my shit, and you're not going to disrespect our communities just because you're not Jamaican.
How is that disrespecting your community?
I don't care.
You said, you are the person that said you don't even know any white Jamaicans. That means that you're so narrow-minded, you don't know your own culture. You do not know your own culture.
Talk to me as an Angolan. Talk to me.
Man, the host is talking, man. Relax.
Talk to me. As an Angolan, don't talk to me for Jamaica.
You don't know your own culture. You said they're not white Jamaicans.
No,
they're white Jamaicans that have been here for centuries.
The host is talking. Damn.
You can respectfully piss off. Either you talk to me on behalf of your Angolan heritage, or you shut up, bro. I don't care. I don't flipping care if you're married to a Jamaican man. So, like, what is that meant to do something for me? Does that give you
said she's disingenuous.
Jamaican heritage person? You lot have too much chest. You have too much chest, and I know the vibe. And now you're gonna, oh no, I didn't mean it like that. I'm a dickhead. I know how you meant it, bro. Like, I don't flipping care. Like, us are too flipping nice in the first place, which is why you thought you could do this stupid shit. You're Angolan. Talk as an Angolan. Don't talk to me on behalf of Jamaicans. I don't want to flipping hear it. I will speak to my community the way I see fit, but you're not a member of my community, so you can't tell me what my community think about anything. And that's the end of that. Anyway, Michelle.
I wish she has a passport.
I wish
so
you
she has
didn't.
a right.
That's the thing. I wish you didn't drop her because I could tell that she had a sense of superiority that she gets to live there and we don't. I knew
where
that.
it comes from. Yeah,
And do you know what it was?
Let them know where you're from. Go ahead,
I'm so mad you dropped her, Coley. Why did you drop her?
Right, you wanted to address her directly, did ya?
Yes.
She ain't blocked. Marie.
Like I said, there's been a lot of chaos going on because a lot of folk are having to deal with themselves and in-house issues. And that has given us a time and opportunity to clear our house, get things in order, and reset. I'm going to do the video. After this one, I'm going to do the video on some of the careers that are opening up, some of the odd jobs that the young men may not know about. You name us, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I'm not sure. All I see is what's in front of me. Well, there's some other things that I've come across that you may not know about that might be of interest to you so you can get your money up. So by the time you're 30, 35, your money looking better than mine was at 30, 35. All right. My goal is to give you the information I wasn't given when I was 15. So you have the opportunity to put yourself in a better position at 30, 35 than I was at 30, 35. All right. Now, if you don't do nothing with the information, nigga, that's on you. All right. So I looked for this video online because it's a clip from a page I don't follow. But I'm looking at it and it does look real. It doesn't look AI. You'll see here so you can be the judge for yourself. I tried to do the Google search where you tap in on the screen and you try to see all the images. Nothing comes up like that. It shows a lot of the same red background for different people, but not this. I did 19 Keys interview last year, which is this year. So going up to January, because this is more of a recent interview. It has to be a recent interview. I don't know if 19 Keys thought because it's a smaller channel, this wasn't gonna get around. You never know what'll pop up on somebody's feed. Like that John Doe bastard. He had something slick to say about Malcolm X, but we'll deal with that on another video. It's gonna get back to us. And what I don't like about 19 Keys right here is you putting a target on Tariq's back. This brother's already had guns in his face at his home. His wife was in the house, and I believe they just had a baby at the time. This man could have got killed because his house was swatted by a little gay white dude who didn't get in trouble and was even joking about it on a live stream later on that year. The fact that you would do this after being hit in color 6, I don't think hitting color 6, I think it's going to get pushed back. I think it's going to get pushed back. I think what's happening right now, B1 family, the ancestors are weeding out and enforcing out all these collaborators with the dominant society, all these scam Africanists and all these cowards and jealous individuals to show their hand. They have to show their hand. And they're ushering in the new guard, the new B1 riders. What our brother Jason Black would say, you got to watch these old niggas because 19 Keys ain't young. He may look young. He's in shape. Okay, cool. But he ain't young. He ain't 20. He ain't 30. That brother 40 plus. So he's getting into that old nigga mindset and them old nigga ways. But here's the clip.
You're right, and there's a degree of being wrong at the same time. Yeah. Right? So essentially, a lot of this is centered around Foundational Black Americans. That is a lineage-based group who does act like an organization or a movement with a center head, which would be Tariq Nasheed. Now, he says that he is not the head of it. It's a lineage, right? And we are not a group, but he definitely acts like, the leader of the group, if you will. And then there is the way that they treat and talk about Africans. So it's very demeaning, right? They talk about delineation, right? Which is a separation and saying that, look, we are Black Americans. We are not associated with other groups, and we don't want to be grouped and classed in as well. We are from America, right? We have our rights in America, and we're going to continue to make strides and progress here in this land, which is not a foreign concept, right? When there were schemes to push the Black.
He's doing the same thing James Smalls was doing, trying to play both sides of the argument, which is white supremacy. You're trying to straddle a fence, brother. Let your yays be yay and let your nays be nay. We're not doing that. All right, and I've never gravitated to 19 Keys. I never gravitated to him. I just, my thing, he sounds over intellectual. He kind of reminds you of a not so pervy. What's his name? The dude that got locked up in Florida for messing with that little girl. Brother Polite. He sounds like a less pervy Brother Polite. A lot of over intellectualization, a whole bunch of words. Just make your statement plain, brother. All right, even the Dr. John Henry Clarks and the Yosef Ben Yakinis make their statements plain. And those are some of the most educated men that have ever stepped on the scene on behalf of Black Americans. So, yeah, it's good that he's exposed himself. Like I said, I tried to find this. Maybe the content creators started getting heat. Maybe they was lighting them up in the comments. But I can't find it. And I'm glad this clip is out. As you see, it doesn't look AI. I looked at it a couple times. I was like, let me make sure I'm not tripping. Make sure they're not trying to make it sound like and look like. But the way the argument is going and the way you're saying what you're saying lets us know you sound like an op. And you're trying to put a target on Tariq's back. Which is why he said, I'm not a leader. Which is why when people come in and try to tell on people to Tariq, he's like, man, look, it's 43 million Foundation Black Americans. What you expect me to do? What you expect me to do? They move how they move. Because it's a lineage, not a group.